Back again, finally. We've got some time to make something. We've had a lot going on, so we haven't had a chance to do any projects recently, but now we have. With everything easing up a little bit with the lockdown, we can get out now, and we're looking forward to getting the camper back down to the beach. But the old travel barbecue has rusted through. So rather than go and spend a few quid on a flimsy one, we thought we'd make one. And this time we're going to make one out of that. First things first, we've got to make sure all the gas is out. And this is an old helium cylinder that we had for a big birthday party a few weeks ago. So we're just going to make sure that there's no gas in it. The valve's been open for a few minutes, and we're going to take the top off just to make sure that it's completely empty. I like to use the Mr. Miyagi method. Well, that's the handles off and the valve out. As you can see, we have a completely empty canister now. What we're going to do is we're going to remove all this blue paint with Freddy Flappy disc so that it's ready to cut up, and then we can start welding. Now we've taken all the paint off, we've ended up with a nice silvery finish. What we're going to do is we're going to cut it in half. So you can see we've marked a line all the way around. We're going to cut this little knobbly bit off the end, and that'll give us our two halves. So we've got it in half. It cut up fine. What we're going to do now is, I don't know if you can see that, but down on those edges, they will not only cut your fingers in half, but probably your sausages as well now. So we're going to deburr all of that and get it so that it's all nice and smooth. Now we're going to put the two halves of the clamshell, if you like, together. We're going to tack some little hinges on, just so that the whole thing will close. Oops. Okay, well that's the two halves stuck together. We now have, oh, it says, opening it easily, a clamshell barbecue. Look at that. So we can, I think what we're going to do is we're going to make a little hole here with a disc so that we can regulate the flow of air. We'll do probably one in the bottom as well for the charcoal, and then we can start thinking about how we're going to fix these legs. So we've been thinking about these legs. What we want it so that we can pack the whole thing away easily in there. We've come up with this idea where we're going to get some of these bolts and drill down 4 holes inside and weld a nut into it so it's captive, and then we can just screw the legs in. That way when we've finished and we empty it all out, these bolts can then pack away inside, the whole thing can be shut. And also it will then show the new patented Shedwatch Adjustomatic leg. Well, the bolts are all in now. You can see it's got fully adjustable legs, so if you're on slightly uneven ground, you're not going to lose your sausages. They all unscrew nice and easy, and they can be stored inside when we pack it all up. So it just remains there's a few more things to do. We've got to put a plate in the bottom there to keep the charcoal off and we get some airflow under it. We've got to obviously make some sort of grill to sit in there, and I'm thinking about maybe doing a little warming plate in there, and then we'll fit a catch.
Imagine, if you will, sitting down to your morning coffee, turning on your home computer to read the day's newspaper. Well, it's not as far-fetched as it may seem. In fact, both local San Francisco papers are...
So we've got this all made up now. What we're going to do is we're going to make the grill to go in the top. So what I've done is we've just drawn a little template out on the board to make a jig up, and we're just setting it out just to make sure that it all goes in okay, because the last thing we want to do is weld it up and then it not be ready or not fit properly. So we're just panel pinning this into place like so, avoiding the pink squidgy ones, and then that will give us our layout. So we've welded up the grill. That just needs cleaning up. What we now need to do is work out how we're going to suspend it. So we've cut some angle iron up just in little brackets, and we're going to set it in like that so that the grill sits on it. And there we have it, our new camper van barbecue. Basically cost us nothing because it was all stuff that was kicking around in the shed. I didn't have a chance to film it, but I had an old cupboard door handle that we've welded on the lid. I'm going to do a catch of some description here. I don't know what yet, but we'll have a look at that later. But yeah, really pleased with the way it's turned out, and looking forward to sausages on the beach. Well, as you can see, it's working well. Really pleased with it. Keeps nice and warm as well, so that's good. Keep an eye out for more projects going to be coming soon. We've got lots of ideas coming up, and remember, like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.